Does that get the job done?
No.
He's got like one card in his hand, right? I mean, Giga Drowse's response to Proclamation means no life this turn. Means he can keep Gab at 30, but he has to then deal 30, which he's not capable of doing with one card.
Use the cutter.
Yes. 45.
Yeah, also you can just float the mana's response. 45 to 16. Yeah, this game's over.
40.
Like 40, 16.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's World Championships, it's the semifinals, you're fighting to go through to the finals. You just don't want to scoop, but I just can't see a situation where he can possibly win.
No. I mean, Mahara may want to play long enough to make sure he understands the match.
Sure.
Romance
seeing
is a
that
seething
again.
song.
We saw Tiago do that against Nassif as well.
Oh, the message boards are down for their nightly maintenance.
No!
Lose our contact. They, part of the daily maintenance for the website. They should be back up probably an hour or two.
Okay.
After lunch, basically.
All right. No, we still love all you guys.
Muse Vessel's actually really important to this game. I mean, it seems like Mahara could, in theory, build up a hand. But, I mean, with Muse Vessel just depriving him of all those rituals, he's never going to get off a big storm.
I just don't see any situation where...
No, I think this game... I'm not even sure mathematically that there's a scenario.
50.
I mean, if Mahara could stack both the decks, I don't think he can win.
Yeah, that's an excellent... that'd be an excellent exercise. I wonder. It's like a magic to puzzling.
If he stacks, he puts all of his dragons on top of his deck and gives Gabe no Wrath of Gods. I still think he loses because he's facing 15.
Well, with the hands as they are right now.
Right, right.
Yeah, absolutely.
One floating. Stack. Gain 18.
Like 68.
I guess he's gonna make Nassif kill him.
Go.
So we're going to lunch and win, no matter what?
Okay.
Was that, Scott?
That's so funny. I mean, Nassif has total control of this game, but Mahara's just not going to. He's not going to give it up. I mean, and again, there's something to be said for that. You could just wear down your opponent. He knows Nassif. He knows Nassif has just played for 3 hours or close to 3 hours. Perhaps by just making Nassif play it out, he can get some read on Nassif's.
There's a condemn.
Nassif's
Uses
tells.
the condemn to get rid of the dragon.
21. Oh, 20. Okay, 20. Sure.
So to give you guys an update on what the schedule looks like for today, we're in the semifinal match right now. We're going to go to lunch in half an hour,
I probably forgot that.
one way or the other. Whether this match is over or not, we're going to take our lunch break, and then we'll come back. I'll have to see, actually, if I don't know if it's possible to leave the overhead camera on these guys, but I mean, we're obliged to give the camera crew a break, so we're going to have to take an hour-long lunch break, and I don't see this game ending this match ending anytime soon.
No.
5 cards, game 15.
We could have a leisurely lunch, and
Even if it doesn't move, you can't just leave it there. Okay.
Go.
Yeah, so we've got some lunchtime entertainment queued up. We'll show that. We'll come back. We'll check in on
do we know what we
check in on
have?
the match between Gabe. I believe it's a collection of video pieces. I don't think it's an old show.
Okay.
We've played through most
Show
of
some
those.
Spellburst with buyback. We're on to game 2. That's what it took.
There we go.
That's
Mahara
what it took.
scoops them up. What was it? Spellburst?
Spellburst with buyback with a Chronos Savant to actually get in there and do some damage.
All right. Congratulations, Gabriel Nassif. He is now up a game. Up 1-0 on Makihito Mahara. Can Mahara put his Dragonstorm combo deck together? We'll find out.
Can Nassif draw turn 1 Martyr?
Yeah, this matchup looks totally lopsided. This is this
And
worse?
this is one of the decks. This is one of the decks that this deck is designed to beat.
Nassif was expecting a field full of Dragonstorm?
He was expecting to see Dragonstorm, and I mean, this is he looked at the metagame. He looked at what are the decks that people are going to play against me,
right?
And what do I need to do to beat as many of them as possible?
And he came up with Gain Life.
He came up with gain life and gain impossible amounts of life. I mean, that's what's really the Snow White decks are great, and they can do that, but it's really difficult for them to do it. Like as effectively as this deck does.
Sure.
Without the Tron, it's just really challenging.
Sure.
You have to get up to 7 mana the fair way. And your opponent still can do stuff to disrupt you. They can resolve their land destruction, their annex, whatever. This comes online just much faster.
Mm-hmm.
And then also has the spell burst, also has the Chrono Savant. It's just
That deck's a thing of beauty.
yeah. It's
Hats off to Gabe. Now, who did he work with for this tournament?
Well, when we went to Nassif's apartment, we saw Heezy, Mark Herberholz,
Sure.
Pro Tour Honolulu winner. We saw Neil Reeves.
All right.
We saw Richard Hone.
Sure.
We saw Jelger Wiegersma.
Okay.
We saw Jose Barbero.
Okay.
Trying to think to make sure I'm not missing anybody. I don't think I am. I think that
That's a
was
pretty good crew.
pretty good crew. I liked Nassif in John Becker's interview with him during I guess it was the day 3 wrap.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, so, talk to me about your standard deck. He's like, well, I had some friends at my house to work on standard. Yes, some guys from the local Friday Night Magic crowd came over to my house, and we ate some chips, and we built some decks. Oh, by the way, it was, Rich Hone, Mark Herberholz, Neil Reeves, Jose Barbero, Jelger Wiegersma, etc. So,
The average Pro Tour club level of that crowd is like 4.5.
Yeah.
Maybe 5.
Yeah. How did Rich Hone do? He was doing pretty well this weekend. I want to just talk about just while we're talking about just interesting constructed decks.
Yeah.
Michael Nurse. Did
Yeah?
you see his deck list?
No.
Michael Nurse is playing a deck in Extended that went. I don't remember if it went 5-0-1, 5-1, or 6-0, but it was one of the. It's on the page because it's one of the top finishing Extended decks,
Yep.
and it has Balancing Act
Okay.
and Dirk Wood Bailoff.
Really?
4 times Dirk Wood Bailoff.
Isn't Greater Gargadon the guy you want in your Balancing Act deck?
That's what people say, but
Didn't Balancing Tings put up one of the worst performances of the day? Everybody had their Gargadons. They didn't know the Bailoff tech, I guess.
I'm looking to see. Although we don't have, maybe we only have. I'm looking to see if it's on here. Helmut Sommersberger. Look at this. Again, just
he's
another.
he's the new Jelger Wiegersma.
Yeah, he
He
really
just
is.
quietly puts up money finish, money finish, money finish, money finish.
He finished 32nd at this event, which
course
seems
he
to
did.
be his. Of course, exactly.
Where was Jelger?
Jelger was 34th. He was obviously bumped out by the new Jelger.
So consistently good. That's actually a big bump, too, by the way. Jelger wound up with, I believe, 39 points on the year, or 49. He was 1 point short of leveling up.
Right. So Michael Nurse,
Yeah.
4 Dirkwood Bailoff, 3 Dirkwood Bailoff, 4 Anorid Brushhopper.
Wow.
That's his creature base for this deck, which it's an Enduring Ideal deck, actually.
Oh, okay.
So it's very Asahara-like.
Okay.
It's got a couple of different themes going on. Obliterate, Enduring Ideal, Form of the Dragon, Dovescape, Solitary Confinement, Balancing Act, Tainted Pact, Burning Wish, Overmaster. It's a very exciting deck list. And it's got Dirkwood Bailoff. So, Extended, we talked about that being just still unexplored. And
Did he just, go to the shop and look up the $1 rare box and pick out everything?
yeah, he must have, because look, he's got Archaeological Digs, Sulfur Vents. This is a fun deck.
One Dovescape.
I guess if you balance with a Dirkwood Bailoff pending,
All right. Sounds like Game 2 is underway.
sounds like Game 2 is over. We've got
Adhikar Waste from Ardura stands from Gabrielle Nassif. Mahara got the turn 1 Lotus Plume.
So really, it really is a 2-part combo here for Nassif.
He needs some white cards. What is that?
Is that
Circle of Protection red. Uh-oh.
what does Mahara have to deal with? Well, he has to leave the Giga Drowse in, and that's because of the COP, right?
Okay.
Remember we were talking about that last game.
The Nassif decided that. Cop Red worth more life on the table than in his hand.